Woohoo! Sun is shining.
See the stems, drippy brown. You're just doing, yeah.
You wanna know what's crazy about my hair? That bit there, where the hair straightener isn't touching, is my natural hair colour. My natural's coming through. Wowzers, trousers. Good morning, everybody. My gosh, it's been a while. Hey! Oh gosh. I haven't made my bed yet. That's alright. I wanted to keep things cash, just do a little vlog. I've missed just putting shit up. I think I've got out of the swing of putting things up that are just kind of slapdash and a little bit fun for no bigger reason. Like, I just... Last night I was actually telling myself, I think I'm gonna film tomorrow. I therefore proceeded to fall asleep while thinking about a comment I received once, which the person who left this comment would be delighted to know that you haunt my dreams at night, or at least I fall asleep thinking of you. Someone once said I stopped watching Ellie's videos because all she does is walk around her flat, or like, I can't remember what it said specifically, but it was like, it's just her walking around her house. And I was like, I never felt so personally attacked. It's funny because it's true. It hurts because it's true. Triggers trigger you when they hit a truth. Oh! I'm not gonna let that one slide. That one's not passed me by because that one attached itself to something. There's like a magnet in my body that perfectly fits that piece. I do love my home. I am a homebody, I'm not gonna lie. That's only gonna change today because I literally need milk. Now the sun's out, there's reason to leave, but a lot of the time the sun's not out and it's raining. My work stuff is in the house. Like, what are you gonna do? Leave the house for the sake of someone who left a comment? Oh god, that's beautiful actually. I should probably make my bed. I never go a day without making my bed. That's a fun fact about me actually. I think making your bed is like setting the tone for the rest of your day. It like sets my mind on a good track. That is another reason I don't really film, I suppose. It's the fact that I don't do much of my life. I'm spending most of my life editing or doing readings for people. What a great freaking life that is, by the way. I'm proud of that, and I'm sorry if it insults you that all I do is fester in my four walls. I'm sorry that you don't get to enjoy your space as much as I do. Anyways, speaking of, I've actually got a project I need to send off to someone by 5 p.m. to have it reviewed and approved, hopefully just approved, but they usually send me a million things to change about it. Then I've got a job interview today. Somebody I read for yesterday gave me feedback today. I want to record her a little guided meditation, very personable to her situation. So I'm gonna record that. I know that doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry. Do you know what? Getting older this is the sign of a good night. This is Buttercup syrup that actually needs to go back in the kitchen. I've been ill, really bad actually. I think I might have had COVID. It got me for like 3 weeks. Very cobwebby chest, disgusting. Every time I lie down at night, I was just coughing my life out of me. I've never had that before. Like, you dread sleep because as soon as your head hits that pillow, it's like... Anyways, the sign of a good night is Stephen King's It and New Scientist's magazine issue, which, by the way, is so freaking good. This issue particularly, someone mentioned on their Instagram, and I was like, I was just hook, line and sinker. Is our entire cosmos just the edge of a higher dimension? Money, psychology stuff in there. Can you really change your personality? Stuff about how insects self-medicate. And also, how a memory illusion can rewrite your past. Very me. And Stephen King's It. I've bookmarked where I'm at with a lottery ticket from... Does it not say the year? Oh, 2012, because that was the year Adam gave this a try and never finished it, so I thought it would be cute to reuse his little bookmark he was using at the time. And I'm halfway through, and I've just seen, oh my goodness, look, I'm on the part where Bev reminisces over the poem she got as a child. Oh, it's such... I'm not even going to go into it right now because I need to just get on with my day. I love the psychology behind it. Kids' fears and how they shape us as people. I hear they're making a Pennywise spin-off TV show type thing. Like, kind of the origins of Pennywise, I suppose. Though I'm wondering, even though, don't get me wrong, I love it when someone is personified, like humanized, in order to tell the story better. But I am wondering whether doing it to Pennywise removes the point of what he stands for, type thing. So I'm curious about it, a bit nervous at the same time. Oh, God. I'm not even sure if I've shown this plant ever on this channel. But either way, I'm so proud of it. Gorgeous. She's been through hell and back. I'm not gonna lie to you, lads. If this isn't a metaphor for never give up. Yeah, there's a lot that happened here. A lot of leaves, a lot of casualties. But she's even growing her own new stalk. Does anyone remember me talking about the spare room? She's damn baby. I've even got a little wardrobe situation in there now. Anyways, I got my interview. Let's kick some ass. I don't know if you've seen, but I've been doing a lot of scheduled reels recently. As much as I'm appreciative of people who have been here for a long time, I need to evolve my audience alongside me. There's so much of me that isn't me from before. It's so disheartening when you make a very thought out, well edited video and the comments that you get are, I used to watch your videos when I was young. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about you. I used to watch you all the time. Oh my God, have you cut your hair? Oh my God, please don't get like anxious if you've left that comment. I appreciate those comments. Don't get me wrong. It's just I would rather there be other comments also. Like, I'm not here just to be a past memory or someone with hair, which obviously was a big part of my old content, but it's like, I've got other things to say. I've got other things to do. I've got other things about me as well. And it's kind of like when you're talking to a bloke and you're like, my eyes are up here. There's more substance to me, baby. You gotta find out what it is. Anyways, I'm making reels to hopefully get a bit more content out there that never got seen, because a lot of my videos don't get watched anymore. Run with the times and make reels, which I actually can't stand. And the point being, the world's moved on, babes. Our attention spans, thanks to TikTok, is like this. It boils my blood. That's something else I also don't align with. That's another reason why I like long form. I actually think, this is going off on a bit of a tangent, but short form is actually going to be the death of a lot of things. I sound like an old granny when I say this, but my God, I'm nervous about our next generation. My God, am I nervous. In terms of like career, friendships, road rage, all of it. That's a strange example I just gave there, but there's just so many things that can interfere with being a good person when you have a short attention span. I've gone off topic again, haven't I? Gone off topic. Just been sat making some reels, basically editing them up, putting them on my phone and scheduling them on my phone. I also put the same reel up on YouTube and Facebook. Do you care about this? Did you know you can upload TikToks in your desktop? I didn't know that. It's crazy stuff. Hello. Did you see that kettle just blind me there? Oh, I'm having a little coffee break. I've been working on a project for a YouTuber that I can't talk about. I don't actually know if I'm allowed to say who, or it's more about what. Either way, I'm a chuffed little nugget. Being able to edit YouTubers that you're fans of, that's a cool feeling. When you manage to bag a client that is someone you would watch for free. And I can manipulate that content? Are you joking? It's such a cool feeling. That'll never get old. Especially for little past Ellie, little childhood Ellie who... I just got outed by some pot noodles. Especially for little child Ellie who grew up living, breathing YouTube content. In fact, I usually say that in every interview that I go for. Not that they probably care, but I hear myself saying all the time, I grew up living and breathing YouTube, first and foremost, and it kind of shaped the rest of my life. Anyways, how did I get here? I don't know why I'm talking about that. Oh, I just had the most insane email from somebody, and basically, today's a really pivotal day today. I, not long ago, reached a ceiling. I reached a boiling point. I have had frustration after frustration with jobs, applying for jobs, like a job interview I've got today. I don't care. Like, I mean, I care, but the jitters and the nerves and the anxiety I used to feel before job interviews was crazy. If they were in person or online, I would shite myself. I've desensitized, and I think that's helped. Since I started being like that, things have started shifting. Anyways, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, holy shit, my whole life is so out of whack. It's so out of alignment to what I want it to be. Everything. Other than Adam, things felt absolutely diabolical. My home, my lifestyle, my job, my thoughts, everything was just, oh my God. And so I got very brutal with myself and started just making my low point become even lower by removing even what I did have in my life. And God bless Adam was like, what the heck are you doing? As I'm cutting off ties of clients that I had that I don't resonate with, that I'm just keeping around, that are treating me like dog shit, quite honestly, because I'm desperate. That is not the kind of message I want to be putting out there. Like, I understand I'm doing it because girls gotta pay for bills, but at the end of the day, I'd rather go into my savings to pay those bills than teach myself that I don't care about the way I'm treated. I don't care about my values. Trying to please unbelievable clients. I needed to start creating a different message, sending a different message into the atmosphere. Adam's watching me from afar like, Ellie, this is self-sabotage. As I'm literally yeeting friends out of my life, and people, I say friends, but just people that it's like, why are you here? Oh! That's what I was doing to people in my life. Bleaching them from existence. No, but Adam was a bit worried. Crazy shizmin has been happening since I've done this. So I knew I was receiving a contract today. So that was something crazy that happened last week that I'm refusing to get too excited about, because a year ago I would have been buzzing off the roof, celebrating with some Prosecco and cake and Chinese, trying to reach that state, that vibration. And then it just meant that I would get more disappointed because I was already there mentally, and then it's like, shut down, shut down, shut down. And it got to the point where I was just like, this, and I let go of every single bit of need that I had towards anyone. You've got to kind of not turn proper Queen of Swords here and you're really cold and distant. Yeeting all these things out of my life that just didn't sit in alignment with me anymore, because I was so sick of not being in alignment with what reality I knew I deserved. And that's another thing. When you know what you deserve, you get to a point where you kind of become a little bit victim mentality and sorry for yourself. After I've got through that, I was like, okay, there's wallowing in self-pity, and then there's realizing I deserve something, so therefore I'm not going to say yes to anything but the things I deserve. Even if you're desperate for money, even if like any attention is good attention, the same goes for love. Like, if you find yourself wanting to manifest love and therefore it means you say yes to people, to people, that's another form of it. It's just it's the same thing in different clothing. How are you showing your body, showing the universe that you are choosing a very specific reality? Anyways, the point being, so I've been working with a brand for like the majority of this year. It's actually me just being a videographer for this brand and shooting things for the brand to use themselves, and they have their own editor, so they don't want me to touch any of the content. Anyway, it's been amazing, and it came to an end last month, and I was a bit sad about it, but at the same time, it came at such a good time because I've been yeeting clients out my life. Banging, amazing, great timing. And then today, they've enjoyed the stuff I've made so much, they want to keep me on as like a long-term monthly retainer agreement. That wasn't even an option. They had a meeting earlier this week apparently and created a role for me. I didn't go into this opportunity thinking, oh, I hope I get something bigger out of it. I can't really remember why I'm telling you all this, I guess because I'm just vlogging my day. But that's just a really cool thing that's just happened. I need milk, and then I got a reading to do. Let's go. Fun fact, this is a chalkboard that my nan and granddad used to have in their kitchen, and my granddad used to write messages to me on it so that when I inevitably got to their house, I would read the message from him and I'd write one back. And what makes that really cute is the fact that we barely spoke to each other in person because I was such a shy kid. And what makes it even cuter is that we also used to send each other emails. God, It's a really sunny day. Yeah, emails were kind of like a new concept in like sending, I guess it was those days, gifts. Isn't that so wholesome? I sometimes wonder to this day if he did that deliberately, knowing like I struggle with communication. Like this was back when you actually had to like log in to use the internet, go into your little office and turn on the PC and count yourself as available online. And now we're always available, ain't we? We never turn off. I've just realised that I've taken the handle, like the bottom of this camera off to take it outside, and I actually feel I'm gonna get run over here. I actually feel like that might be where the microphone for this camera is. So now I'm wondering if you can even hear me. Let me just cross the road. Oh, I forgot it's like rush hour. Oh my gosh, what is going on? How weird. It's my favourite Geordie slang I've learned from around here. How weird. How weird. Thank you. Oh, I think she was letting someone else go and I just pretended it was me. I think she like put her hand up to say like the car can go and I just went. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. Isn't it weird how I've had this camera for like 4 years yet I still don't really understand it? Also, speaking of this camera, it's so weird. 3 years later, everyone bought this camera. I definitely feel like I was gatekeeping this camera because of how bloody amazing it was. And then like the TikTok world took hold. Clearly I've got some sort of disgust with the TikTok world, don't I? Speaking of job interviews and stuff, I had this job interview for an editor. I had referenced someone who had no attention span as TikTok brain, and as I was saying it I was like, probably shouldn't use those terminologies for people who might want you to edit their TikToks, Ellie. And strangely enough I did actually get the job. But there's a bench here. There's 2 benches here. Since when was there a bench here? This is like my favourite part in the park to sit. I actually enjoy sitting on the grass, which is still what I'm going to do even though they've installed benches. That just speaks volumes of me, I think. Freaking love a tree, you see. If you see a tree, you'll probably find me. You're probably wondering what I'm even doing here, and you know what? Same. A question I ask myself on a regular. I decided, because it's such a nice day, I needed to get out of the house. I mean, the sun is so spectacular today. Basically, I want to kind of give some ideas and suggestions on the back of a tarot reading that I gave for somebody. Oh, I've already spoken about this, haven't I? Anyways, I want to kind of follow up some stuff and things that we've spoken about before. Yes, I obviously ask for money for readings, but I love what I do, and if I can help someone beyond what their expectations were, my work here is done. And I hope this isn't too... I got attacked by a dog in the park. I'll see if I can play it. It's one of those things where I can't even imagine, and I think I even mentioned this in the reading, some of the stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm at a park and I just got attacked by a dog. It's one of those things. Oh my god, that's so funny to me. Alright, let's go. Reduced section. There's loads of treats. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's loads of wraps. Maybe not. I think I might just stick with milk. I used to always get the milk at the back because the date was better, but I go through milk so quick. The amount of coffee I drink. Who said it's true? Oh! Steady now. Ooh. That's a mood.
Put on this pink jumper coming, so
cool. I have just been sent some footage. 3 days worth of footage for a weekly vlog. 4 days. Blimey. Start downloading it onto my drive, my little SanDisk drive. I've got 3 of these. Actually, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hard drives. That's what happens when you have so much footage. Is my phone going off? Money's come out my account. Oh yeah, I just bought milk. Also, can we just bear in mind videos in itself, finished videos of my own, that I want to keep. They add up. My lord, do they add up. Anyways, I'm gonna just start downloading all of this footage and see where we go from there. It's the first time editing for this specific person / agency, so we shall see how that goes. I've done my job interview. I've done... You just experienced me experiencing realization that I forgot to do something. So I'm gonna go and do that now. Comment below and tell me that this is top quality content. How cool is this? I was listening to a podcast in the background of working that I usually listen to, and some of you might know her from the Shaytards. It's Colette, the mum of the family. I grew up watching the Shaytards. They were such a key part of my life. It's weird, me and Colette have the same birthday, but also I feel like we've made the same shift mentally, but obviously coming from very different backgrounds and stuff. It's quite cool to know that, to see her doing her own like mindset coaching and podcast about mental health. I'm really interested in the stuff that she's been producing, coming out with. So I went on her 3-day course. I asked her a question about rejection and how I'm really struggling, or I was really struggling with, and I guess I still am. Like, it's a process, right? The bottom line is rejection's hard, and I asked her about that, and she sent me a 5-minute video response, which was so sweet of her. But she's also done a whole podcast episode on my question. That's half hour. How sweet. Look, cute. Ready?
So I recently had a question from somebody that joined my Facebook group in order to do the live course for Claim the Life You Deserve. And it was a really good question, and I just felt like it would be a great topic to discuss here.
Thanks.
On the podcast. So her question was around rejection. And what do you do if you have been doing the internal work, you've been working really hard, so you feel pretty good internally, but the block isn't internal, it's external? I think she was talking about building her business, gaining clients type of scenario.
It was video editing, basically. Not that matters. I'm intrigued to see what she has to say. The past 3 years of my life, I've been focusing so much on inner work. I really grappled the concept of working from the inside out. A lot of people think it's outside in. My boyfriend thinks it's outside in. He looks at some of the stuff I'm doing and he's like, what the heck? You're doing it from the wrong angle. You know, mental health comes last. Self-work that you're doing needs to kind of be on hold until you can get yourself like security. And I was like, look, the proof is now in the pudding, and I've done all the internal work. I've shot down so many blockages and developed myself so much to the point where I was kind of just waiting for reality to start changing around me, and I was noticing slowness and if anything, dead ends, and like almost what I really wanted, and it would break down. And I was saying to Claire, I was like, is this like a neediness they can sense in me, they can feel in me? Am I still attached? And the interesting thing is, as soon I sent her this question in the period of me being like, Jesus, take the wheel. I just got so sick and normalized to rejection that I was like, let the chaos continue. In fact, inviting it. I was like, I said to you earlier in this video, removing clients, removing friendships, like proper isolating myself. But just because I was so sick and tired of putting up with bare minimum, I was done. And things are unfolding in very strange ways this week. I'm always going to remember that. And also, I think bollocks. I think this is all a kind of bigger picture thing. A lot of coaches, a lot of programs that I signed myself up to all told me that there is so much power and magic and transformation in our struggles, in the stuff that we've dealt with, that we've felt has gone against us. There's so much we can help other people with once we come out of that experience, and there's so much knowledge and wisdom that lies in the depths of the darkness, in the underbelly of the shitty shit. So when you kind of come out and prosper and transform, you've got all these extra stories, even a very specific niche, because your struggles are who you are, and who you are is your niche, and your niche is what you're here to do, how you're here to shine. Honestly, I feel like this has been such a learning curve for me, and an experience I had to kind of go through to actually truly understand what it means to energetically transform your life. What a turning of events I've just experienced. An application I applied for a YouTube channel who was just looking for a single editor, so it would be like a private client situation, which is ideal. They have sent me the footage for the trial. So basically when you apply for editing jobs, you always the amount of free work you do is crazy. And when I say free work, I don't mean work they're going to upload, but you can't really expect to edit for someone unless you do a trial for them, because they want to know how you translate into the exact content they create. My portfolio is so fat just from job trials. Anyways, that's beside the point. I didn't know that was sitting there, and I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. So many things have just happened today to get super excited about. And so I said to Adam, I was like, this is crazy because I've got this new work that's just come in, and I really want to impress them. It's my first project, and it's quite a big project, and that I'm going to be really busy with. And then this on top of that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to obviously prioritize the work I've got, but consider the fact that the job trial is really important because this will be like a private client that I might have. Do you think I'm going to have the time? I said to Adam, I was like, do you think I'm going to find the time to do this? And he was like, well, what, you've got nothing on this weekend. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I look at my phone to check out my calendar to double check we haven't got anything on, and I was like, I'm pretty sure we've got nothing on. And then I was like, fudge cake fairies, I have an ecstatic dance tonight. I completely forgot. I need to get food on because I'm literally just going to make tomato pasta with like some pot of sauce. I've really been cutting back on carbs. I don't really eat a lot of carbs anymore because I used to eat too much. But I need quick energy. That's what carbs give you. Ecstatic dance classes are 3 hours long, and do you mind if we sit on the floor? No, of course you don't. They are so much fun. It's basically, in short, just a sober rave, like a sober nightclub, but it's earlier. It's like 6:30 till 9:30, which is so ideal because you can get home, get snug. You're not having a late night, so you can wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed. It's local to me. I can just walk there. They do another one that isn't as local to me. I didn't even enjoy that one that much, even though the venue was incredible. For some reason, I didn't like the sound system as much, and the sound system in the one that is on tonight I much prefer. So I'm so excited to see everybody again. I think a lot of people can go to ecstatic dances for different reasons. Like, it might just be the sober rave aspect, like the social aspect. I mean, it's not very social because you're just dancing the whole time. You're not really supposed to be talking. The DJ there is really good, and he just, I don't know, I'm not usually a DJ kind of girl. One time I was at a bar and this DJ was so good. He was playing all R&B stuff. I love R&B, and a mix of like 2010 stuff but good stuff. And I was like, I even went up to him and I was like, I must tell you, I really like your stuff, because I wanted his socials, because I don't like a lot of DJs. I've got a strange preference, and when someone tickles that scratches that tickle, what? It's a really good feeling. So ecstatic dances is basically built on the fact that we are no different from animals, and in the animal kingdom they learn to use their body to help them, like, with their experience. So if they're going for a tragedy and it's a traumatic like minute or even hour of like chase, they get over that so quickly through shaking their body. Like, if you've ever seen a deer like shake its body after doing something that frightened them, that's that process kicking in naturally for them. And we've lost that as humans because obviously it's not taught. We're only really taught intellectual stuff growing up. And I think if you think about the word emotion, it's an energy in motion. Like, it's motion. It needs to move. It's somewhere in your body. And I think a lot of people just assume that it, like, I don't know, gradually leaves your body, like grief can. But actually you're transitioning from like a difficult grief through doing things with your body, like exercise or like socializing or crying. So you think about crying, tears are a form of that. It's quite cleansing because it's letting an old story go, and it's such a feel-good way to just help yourself through anything. And no matter where you are in your life, it can support you in the highest parts of your life because it amplifies that feel-good energy you already have anyways. Like, if you've achieved something really good, something really amazing's happened, if you dance about it for a couple of hours, it just magnetizes it and you feel like you're on some sort of drug. And when you're low, it's a way to like get that out of your body. You can stamp about it, you can like dance it out, or just feel the music. And everyone watching this knows that music just makes you feel good. So it kind of encourages your body to listen to something else. If you've got ruminating thoughts, it can let you just kind of get lost in the beat. I know it sounds very hippy-dippy. It doesn't have to be. And I really enjoy it. So I had to very quickly comb my hair and sort out an outfit. I hate making rushed dinners, but I got no choice. And I've had to rush my outfit as well, which I also don't like doing. Is this a good idea for what to wear? It's like a sheer, it kind of looks like a sports jersey type thing, but it's got this like silver design on the front, and then that's it. Like, I'm just going to wear cycling shorts underneath it. I think it might look a vibe. And a sports bra. Because You girlies know, big boobies and dancing for 3 hours straight. You don't stop, by the way. It's not a socialising event, so you are dancing for 3 hours straight. That's another thing. It's a really good form of exercise because I don't enjoy the gym that much. Like, my form of exercise has always been fun stuff. Like, I love swimming, I love playing rounders and tennis, and I like games and sports if it's like casual so much. Like, I love it, but I just don't do it because I don't really have anyone to do it with. Like, no one's really enthusiastic about it like I am. I'd love to have like a little badminton friend, but dance is another form of that. It's my favourite way of moving my body, hands down. It's a whole story, but my relationship with alcohol has kind of changed a bit since realising that actually the only reason why I enjoyed drinking alcohol so much, I still drink it, but like binge drinking, is because I just wanted to be able to dance, like be in public and dance. Going to ecstatic dances has meant that I don't have to do it for that reason. Like, if I want to drink, I can drink, but I don't have to drink to rely on feeling confident enough to dance, which is one of my favourite things to do when I'm out, or if I just love music. Anyways, I need to shut up and get ready. This day is just a series of twists and turns. Turns out they've changed location of where the dances are. It's in a different hotel, which makes like a 15 minute difference. Luckily I've been before and I know that the opening ceremony bit is literally just like initiation and creating an intention. Whoa, look at the birds. Even the birds are early to the party. Oh my god, this isn't a road. This isn't a sidewalk. I was about to walk down that bit down there. That's not a road, Ellie. I think I can see it. I think that might be it there. See that building? Also, all of my curls are not going to be intact anymore. I swear to God, if I show up here and they tell me it's actually in the place it was before, I'm going to cry. Funny thing is, this was supposed to be like a relaxing thing for me, but now it's in a different venue, so I'm like nervous all over again. Is there a dance? Upstairs. Where's upstairs? Oh, up there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No. No. Yeah. Actually. Sorry. I went to the wrong hotel. Thank you. The end. The weirdest thing happened. I basically got there. You saw me walking towards the room. There looked like there was like 4 people in the room and it was really quiet, and I was like, did no one show up? Like, did other people get the wrong place? Like, what's going on? And I thought maybe they just couldn't sell many tickets this time, and I was like, they haven't even started. Oh my god, look at that tree. Ellie, step away from the tree. There's stuff that you can do. Actually, funnily enough, I've just walked past where the dance was last time. It's literally through there. It actually looks a lot smaller than I remember it, but that's definitely where it was before. Dead now. Lots of people go to them for lots of different reasons, so that's why they encourage not to really talk in the dance floor, because someone might be going through a process in their mind. Like, so I would even recommend bringing a journal with you if you wanted. I got a bit emotional at one point, but I noticed a few people got emotional this time, which was a bit weird. And it seemed to be in the same area of the room as well, which was even weirder. Eee. Adham bar. I'll let him know. Self-inquiry is it's such a game changer. This is why journaling has boomed, because people are realizing, oh, there's something really important that happens when we ask ourselves why we do things. There's little caravans here. How cute. If you would like to go to one of these events, you have to get used to seeing people doing weird stuff, and you've got to give them the respect that you will see some crazy things, but like, it doesn't take long until you start doing crazy things. It's not performative dance, that's the one thing it isn't. And I sometimes joke to people and I say, ecstatic dance is just night clubbing for people who can't dance. That's obviously a joke, but it's one of those spaces where you just kind of give in to the body, and as the time goes on where you're on the dance floor, there's an unfolding almost that kind of happens. These performative layers of you come off, and by the end of it you're just doing whatever your body fancies doing, and sometimes that's lunges, splits in the middle of the dance floor, dancing with someone that looks cool, or just like being erratic, or I just starfished in the middle of the floor at one point. I was getting a bit emotional. Yeah, it's just about asking your body what it needs you to do. And sometimes emotions will come up, a bit like journaling, and you can sit with them, listen to them, and then mimic them visually to let them through, because it's a very shamanic or somatic, a bit of both, maybe more so somatic, way of connecting to so much that happens in our body. I think we tend to think that everything is mental that we go through, but there's actually so much physical stuff that happens too. I mean, think about how the stories we tell ourselves, the things that we believe, run the course of our lives. We experience anxious thoughts, for instance. We're gonna not do so much. We're gonna put other people first. We're gonna people please, and that has an effect on our career and our friendships and our love life. You can probably see that through like family issues as well. If you grow up with a toxic parent who do things that make you feel a certain way, and it changes your relationship with each other, all because they have emotions that they haven't processed and found a way to let it out, let it through. Anyways, I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea, so I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to get home and just snuggle up, I think, and maybe do some editing. It's so interesting, you guys, and I don't know if you'll even find this interesting, but I am basically a veteran. I'm a veteran on this platform. I've been here a while. I've seen things. I've experienced the changes that this website has gone through. It's interesting editing for other people because I'm starting to experience editing for people younger than me, kind of getting an insight into how the new generation are coming in and editing, because there's quite a young girl that I watch online. I really love her content. Her name's Avia. Again, she's the daughter of the woman I was talking about earlier, the wife of the Shaitards. How crazy, I forgot I mentioned that today. I love her videos. Like, she started making videos of her own and they're really cool, but it's taken me to edit someone else her age to realise, oh, she's actually not really much different. Editing style and shooting style, it's a carbon copy basically of the rest of the stuff that people her age are watching online. Like, she's followed some sort of system. Anyway, I've got blue teeth.